Hey guys, I'm Dan, and today I'm joined by Tim from Board Game Rundown, and Alex from Gobico Games is here to show us Nersha, their newest game on Kickstarter right now. There will be a link in the description heading to it. Nersha, let's see, abstract strategy involving inertia, hence the name, right? Alex, you can explain this slightly better than me, huh?
Oh no, that was pretty good. Yeah, the name is inspired from the word inertia. So you can see the board right now. This is the original map, and we call this one the Valley of Nersha, where the story is set. And imagine this like it's a game that, in a fictional world, generations have passed, and they play this game to tell the story of how there were two villages that didn't like each other very much, but they didn't fight because this winter it was so horrible. They were just trying to get home. So there's no capturing, no jumping, and the goal is to get your colored pieces into the matching color home tiles. So I think I'd like to have you two play if you don't mind.
Sounds great.
I'm happy to lose. I mean, play.
I'm happy for Tim to lose.
So you'll notice there's 5 tokens, 5 pieces, and then there's a 6th that's kind of set to the side. If you have the deluxe version, we're gonna put a nice little emblem on that, throwback to Runes of Sun with a ward symbol.
Nice.
But even in the regular game, we just like to use, and this is how we've been doing it, just another token, and you place that on top of the last piece you moved, because in this game, you could think of the lore. When you move a piece, you have to move it as far as it will go without entering another piece's tile, or in the cases of the tiles you see in this map, you can't enter a mountain, and of course, you can't go off the board. But otherwise, you would slide as far as you can go, and after you move, you're tired. You've exhausted that piece. So you would place this 6th capstone piece, we like to call it, on top of a piece. So, and there's one more rule to keep in mind when moving. If you move into a home tile, if it's your color, the piece is removed from the game and you get a point. But if you attempt to move towards an opposing, your rival's village, any of the colors that don't match, you're not allowed to even make that move. So even if, let's just say for example's sake, this piece right here, if it attempted to move backwards, that would actually be not allowed. So he can't move backwards. This token cannot move towards the wrong color. So that's all I think you need to know for this setup, other than, of course, orthogonal, so up, down, left, right, for the pieces movement. And again, you slide as far as you can go until you hit something.
So this is a completely fictional story?
That's right.
So I'm not going to lie, when I read the backstory on the Kickstarter, I thought this was based on a real thing. It sounded so real. But
simple Dan.
I know. It honestly, though, I like it. It makes me think of the famous story in World War I. I think it was Verdun. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where the soldiers actually stopped fighting in the winter and just played like a game of snowball fight instead. And it makes me kind of think of that. I like that. Okay, so does Tim go first like in chess because he's the lighter color?
No, in this game, I think almost everything comes to what both players agree on. By default, it's a 1v1 game. And for example, this board layout, we'll give board layouts when you get the game, of course, just to give you a place to start with. So the default for this board is to have 5 pieces for each player, and you need 3 of them to make it home to win. But it's all about the 2 players agreeing to something before you begin. So when you decide to make your own map, or you want to make changes to the maps we provide, or you can change the number of pieces you play with or the number to win. That includes who goes first, or if you want to make rules for draws. Who do you think should go first?
I think Tim, you go ahead.
All right. Well, thankfully, this requires minimal knowledge of Tabletop Simulator as far as manipulating the components. So,
like this.
So exactly. I don't know what you just did, but you broke his game, and this is why we don't have friends, Dan. Okay, so I can move this piece to basically here because it will bump into this guy, right?
Exactly.
And he stops.
And then
And that's it.
that piece is tired, so you would put the kind of capstone on top. Yep. So you can't move a piece that has the capstone on top.
Makes
And each time you
sense.
move a piece, a new one would get the capstone.
Makes sense.
Because of what I was just doing as a joke, we can point out that these are all individual tiles, meaning that the map is editable, and you can build whatever crazy map you want in the game. I am interested in how this works because it's a 5v5 in a 5-lane thing. It almost seems like the first score has to be purposely given by an opponent to open up a space.
Well, play through and find out. That is my favorite way to play this map. I do like to gambit, as you might call it in other games like in chess. I like to give the first goal and try to overwhelm the opponent with my more pieces.
Right.
But that, there may be openings for some boards, but I would say that this one's pretty tricky, and with each board layout, it's hard to know what the right way to play is. It's kind of up for everyone to discover, when they make boards with each other. And that's part of the spirit of the game, I think, is that, sure, there's opportunity for, grandmaster level chess player thinkers, I'm sure, but we want this more to be kind of somewhere in the middle between like a tic-tac-toe checkers type thing where it's pretty solved, but not quite as daunting as chess would be. So we want, with agreeing to the maps and building them together, especially, I think there's a lot of different setups. Oh yes, thank you, Capstone.
Yeah,
Different
Dan,
setups.
I was waiting for you to move your capstone.
I apologize.
Right.
That's what I barely know how to do. But
I think
did
I think it's not just a pun that you say you want this to be a chill game, right?
Yes, that's right. I mean, it could be exciting, of course, but I think it's up to the players really to decide what type of game they want to have.
Oh, fine, Dan. I will be overwhelmed by your massive amount of pieces. So does Nag Capstone now come off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it would go on this piece that scored. So.
Right. But this piece I get to throw in Dan's face.
Right.
So I don't want to put the capstone on there.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you could put it anywhere. It's considered scored, and if you had multiple, you could leave them on that tile. But of course, any piece can still score there. This doesn't occupy and block.
That was going to be a question I had, because in one of the videos they were keeping them there, and I was like, oh, interesting. Can you only score each spot once? Okay.
That sounds like a house rule to me, but
It
the
does.
official rules, we don't have that.
Can I set stuff up?
You taking back that move?
Nah.
Yeah. Look at this. I'm not as generous as my compatriot.
That's fine.
So how are you feeling gambiting away a piece?
Not bad. I think that I just opened up a score, right? Well, not necessarily. I am slowly, it's interesting, right? It seems like the main mechanic this game 2 turns in is looking at what piece he can't move, right? And saying, oh, okay, if he can't move that piece, how can I slowly force him into a hole, right?
Oh, you'll love some of the new tiles on the side that you don't have in this game yet if you're talking about forcing into into bad positions.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk about what those are capable of and stuff. Because so far we just have basically the mountains are impassable terrain and that's it. So, interesting. What else is going to go into here?
Did you go, Dan? I'm sorry.
I did.
Okay, so what I think is interesting, I'm just going to point out, is initially my first temptation was to grab this piece here and slide it back, but because it would end in the opponent's town or village, that's not even an option. right?
Right.
Like you cannot even make that move.
Correct. Just imagine that they have sharp sticks and they're telling you don't even try it.
Right.
Yeah, go out there.
Let's see. I know I've got to give Dan a point, but I don't even want to give him one.
Understandable.
Let's see. This is going to go, that will leave that open. The second I move that, leaves that open for you. Oh boy, analysis paralysis. Ah,
The quirks of Tabletop Simulator.
oh yeah, well, and
Oh
I'm
boy.
terrible. Now, is there a rule, like when you place your capstone,
Mhm.
does that mean you can't move the piece again? It's like letting go of your chess piece?
Oh.
Like no takebacks. You've committed to that move, you've moved your capstone.
In the spirit of the game, I would say it just depends on what the two people at the table say. But
Sure.
maybe if it were a tournament, we'd make that rule.
Yeah, I like it.
Nersha tournament.
Did you just go, Dan? Is that what you did?
Yep.
He's trapping you. At
Yeah,
least
he
it
is.
looks like.
I mean, it's trapping me at the same time, but you know, I'm trapping us, Tim. This is an us thing.
Wait. Look how I did not place that capstone.
Oh, you're changing your mind.
I changed my mind. I do not want to
So-
do what Dan thinks I'm going to do.
So I will note before it becomes relevant, in case it changes anyone's play, if you don't have a move, you must
Lose.
pass to the next
Oh,
person.
okay.
No? And if you pass your turn, obviously the capstone would be removed
Sure.
because the turn has passed. And another thing to note is if you only have one move, you have to do that move. You can't just willingly pass.
Oh, so right now I don't have a move, so I have to pass.
Yes, so you would remove your capstone, say, I pass.
I pass. Dan's about to have 2 points. Oh, not yet.
He's
Not
setting
yet.
up the
He
conga
is.
line.
He is setting up the conga line. Come on, baby, let me see you do that conga.
Watch out,
Oh,
Dan.
hold on.
Yeah.
You
You
wait up
can't
here.
do that, you cheater.
Yep, it's imagined that these open valley tiles are kind of icy and you
Right.
just keep going.
Right. I know that. It's like the whole point of the game, and I just stopped moving it because I was so happy.
Oh, it looks beautiful. I
yeah,
saw.
yeah. Tell me about it.
I passed, Dan. It is your turn.
Okay,
Does
I'll
that,
go in.
that space, I'm going to move that over.
Yeah.
Let's do.
So what's the score right now? Is it
1 to 1,
1 to 1?
as far as I
Yeah.
can tell.
Mm-hmm.
He's just playing so defensively. I don't know what I can do.
You're playing aggressively, Dan. You're pushing him in there.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a mixture of the two things. Oh man, I mean, oops.
That is really aggressive.
Yeah, my thing doesn't like yours.
That's another game. What's that name of that game where you're sliding the Krakenol? Something like
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah.
Coconut, yeah. It is
Wow,
coconut.
2 points. So Dan just needs one more.
I want to be halfway between these two spots, please.
This will be the fastest game of Nersha ever played. Because
No,
Oh.
I'd say it's actually, believe it or not, y'all did have a bit of a stall out where there's a lot of defensive maneuvering.
yeah, too much. Dan,
This
I
should have been here.
pass.
And
Yep.
I will slide this guy back.
I'll slide up, giving Dan the game.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Yep. I saw it
Dan-
about 2
Dan
moves
has one
ago.
move.
There was no, yeah, Dan just, he's got it. There's just nothing
Wait.
I can do.
Is it game though?
No,
Actually?
I don't. It's not game. I don't know what you guys are talking about here.
Yeah, no, it's not. I believed you for a moment there, and then Dan
Yeah,
is
all I
forced
can
to
do is
move
this.
there.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Then look at that.
So if I right,
If you go down that way, you have to go all the way.
right, I'm just deciding
Mhm.
because I kind of still need to. It just leaves me wide open for more stuff. So let's do this.
Interesting.
Let's see if I can salvage this game.
You just
I'm
might.
about to lose.
This game is tricky. I'd say, depending on the board, like this board, there are a lot of games where I could have sworn I thought someone was going to win, and then somehow it shakes out that the other person won.
So, what are
This
these?
guy has to go here.
Is that? I haven't looked at the components for Nersha yet, like on your Kickstarter. So, what are these? So the tiles are tiles, right? I mean, they're just
That's
like
right.
cardboard tiles. What are the discs? Are they going to be? Are they going to be plastic? Are they wood? Are they just punch out?
For this one, they're definitely plastic. They're going to be about 6 millimeters thick and about 1.1/8 inch across. And you're going to get 12 of those guys. And we've been using them in testing. They're quite satisfying. Not crazy. Not like a big stone tile or nothing, but I think they're pretty satisfying. And they sit on each other fairly well. They don't really slide. And yeah, like you said, the tiles are what you'd expect with I think they're 2 millimeters thick and 2 inches square.
So depressing. Almost trapped him. So
I'm gonna
close.
make you work for it. I'm gonna make you work for it,
so
Dan. I'm gonna make
close.
you work for it.
Oh God. I guess I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that looks like the play. Except he could. Now he has another move. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
If I just had another piece.
Oh, you scored too early, I guess.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You might have to let him get a score now.
Yeah, I don't know. It sure seems like it.
He tried to bait me earlier, and I didn't take it.
It's true.
Does Tim only have one so far? Is it just this?
Correct.
Okay.
Just the one. I only moved that, Dan, because I didn't want you to think you could bounce off of it.
I get it. I'll make that mistake again. Don't worry. Man.
Here, I'll stack yours up in the middle.
The least likely to get into. That one's hard. I agree. That good luck getting in those on this
Okay.
map.
So.
And now it looks like Dan only has 1 point, so it's beautiful.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
All right. I didn't fall for these shenanigans earlier. Sure as hell ain't gonna fall for him now, Dan.
Your halfways are always hilarious to me.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna letter and number these. I'm gonna be like, okay, Dan, move my chip to A5.
Right.
That's certainly
Only because
doable
of
on this board.
Only because of my incompetence and ineptitude.
And yeah, part of this game, I would say, is there might be eventual draw moments if you think of like chess, but again, unless we're doing a tournament or both players want to play that way, you got the whole tile there.
There's another. Oh, I got the whole tile. Give me that. That way, Dan cannot fill in that blank I just left.
True. So unless players agree to a draw condition, I feel like playing it through because it's kind of, again, I guess the chill game definitely is a pun in both ways. We kind of want it to be both players just enjoying the game and trying to figure out what kind of gameplay they're looking for.
Yeah, and I guess I don't feel like we're at that draw point yet. So
No, I don't think so either. It's hard, I think. I actually think it's hard.
I mean, some of what was going on is just me being obstinate.
I can't stop you at this point. You win.
Yeah, no, but you being obstinate might have got you the victory.
It just did.
You being extremely passively annoying got you victory. Yes.
That felt good. That felt good. I just had to wait for Dan to make a
Just
mistake.
had to sit and do nothing. Good job. Pro move. Oh man. So, Alex. I don't know. I was just making what you were saying more dramatic.
That was great. So, with this game, we're going to ship with 12 of these game pieces per color and 48 tiles. And there are 7 types of tiles, if you include the reversible side of the valley. And 48 tiles in total means we have 8 of each type of these 6. And then on the backs of every tile will be the blank kind of valley tile. So, when you want to build a map, you can, of course, switch out map tiles on an original board that we provide like this. So I think we'll do that, just to not make it too crazy.
Okay.
Let's put in a portal
I
tile.
knew that's what that was going to be. That's crazy.
Yeah. I was just looking at it on the Kickstarter.
So I'll explain the other tiles real fast.
Yep.
Just since we're here, we have a forest. So forest is kind of the breaks where these valley tiles you normally would slide all the way through. If you're moving towards a forest, if you land on it, and there's nothing else there, of course. Unlike the mountain where you wouldn't be able to go in, you do enter the forest, but you just stop, and that's your turn. This guy can't go anymore. When you leave the forest, though, of course, you would move freely because you're entering tiles that would allow you to slide if they're there. And then we have the lake tile. So this one is my favorite. Just imagine it a crack in the ice, a crevasse or thin ice on a lake. So no matter how far away from it, if you're moving towards a lake, it's kind of like a home, home of your color, I suppose, where you would go into it. Except homes would score. Lakes, that piece is removed, and no points for that piece.
And that plays into the aspect that if you have a move you can make, you have to make it.
That's right.
Because people can trick you into, like, forcing you to go into a lake.
So if you have a move you can make, you have to lake it.
Wow.
That's a good...
No, Alex, do not compliment that. Do not.
It's going to be all over the marketing for the game from now on.
So finally we have the portal tile, and the portal functions actually a bit like a forest insofar that when you touch a portal tile, when you enter it, you have to stop. However, depending on what else is on the board, there are more things the portal can do. So if there's only one portal on the board, it would stop you. And if there's nowhere else to go, either because there's no other portal tiles, or because there's a piece in it already in the other portal tiles, then you would just stop. However, when you enter a portal tile, so we'll use this board as an example. If you move towards one of these, say from here you slide up, when you enter this, you would stop, and then you must pick another open portal and go into it. So it forces you to move to whichever. And if there are multiple portals, if you move to one, it's your choice. Any open one. So I can go here or I can go here. And finally, if you start your turn on a portal, say I already was here from last turn, and then, another piece moves, the capstone's off, now I can move this. I can either move off of it, business as usual, Or if I start my turn on a portal, I can do the same thing basically of going, is there an open one? If there is, I can jump to it. And that's a portal.
So momentum does not transfer through portals, though.
Correct. And that's why you stop first, and then if you
Right.
can teleport, you can jump to another portal.
Gotcha. Good wording.
So let's give it a try with just one addition on these sides. Actually, I'm going to make it slightly more interesting.
Ooh, I like it. Oh,
Hey.
boy. Now that's thinking with portals.
Well, now that I've got a win under my belt, I can just go willy-nilly.
What are you talking about, Tim? You should just sit still and do nothing this game, just like last time.
Oh, I suckered you.
Yeah,
I earned that victory.
No, yeah, that's totally video
Whoever
evidence.
wins this one gets to make the next board. How about that?
Ooh.
I crushed Dan's will to live, and then I just strolled into my village
It wasn't hard.
casually.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Yes, Dan. Loser goes first.
Mm-hmm.
The portals come with sound effects, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they need to, yeah.
It's the only those tiles are like 10 times thicker than all the other tiles because all the wiring and stuff inside of them.
Right, because they actually teleport the pieces.
We have the technology for sure.
We have the technology.
You just never stop to think if you should. You were so
Dan,
excited that you could.
I'm gonna do this.
Dan, you entered a portal.
I did.
You stop, and then if there's an open portal, you must go to it.
Oh, you must go. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought you got to choose.
No.
I'll do this. Interesting then. I wanna try something.
Okay.
That was an interesting move, Dan.
Thanks, buddy. You
Do I
must
get to
teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
to.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
open.
I'm teleporting right here. I'm just
Yeah, you're fine.
alternating my pieces.
Now,
Now my capstone is
I
blocking
don't
the
have
portal.
to. Haha.
That's true. You don't have to.
Yeah, I know what Dan was trying to do. And I'm not impressed, sir.
Oh, she is not impressed.
Oh, and I guess it's best to decide just in case at the beginning of the game, but 3 to win for this one, I think sounds fair.
I guess we
Right.
assumed, yeah.
I was just going off the amount of end pieces there were.
Yeah, as a map making tip, but not a rule. The number of homes that you have should be about half the number of pieces, rounded up. And the number of scores that you need to win should be about the number of homes.
Oh, okay.
But of course, it's not a true rule. It's just a kind of generalization that usually works out fairly well.
Oh, Dan, you got me this time. I'm just going to play this piece cockeyed over here.
The amount of times you throw pieces is hilarious to me.
Look, I'm doing this not for your amusement, but the amusement of our viewers. Both of them.
Both of them. Okay, well, this guy has to move. No, I could move
Yeah,
the mountain
you
guy,
have
I
two
guess. Yeah. Do I move the mountain guy? Do I move the mountain guy? I move the mountain guy.
Yeah, that's the right move, Dan.
Wait, if I start my turn on a teleporter, I don't have to teleport if there's an open one, right?
So you could choose to either move off normally or teleport.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to get shut out. I'm going to get the point. And yes, I threw it in the middle on purpose, Dan. Out of half.
Whatever, you weirdo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a sick move.
Yep.
Are you going to teleport, not slide over? Interesting. I don't know which is right.
Well, because here's the thing. I slide over. Dan can move down. This
Well,
piece
can you
can't
move down? You'd have to go in the teleporter first.
We'd have to go in the teleporter. I forgot about the teleporter.
But then, if you do that move, though, will you even have any moves soon after?
I won't. I think I'm really just like 3 moves away from losing anyways.
All right, well, capstone that guy. And Dan, what are you thinking of doing?
Boom.
My walkie.
Dan, I have to pass. Oh wait, no, I don't have to pass. Boom.
Yes.
Ding.
Boom.
You are
I'm gonna capstone Dan's piece so he can't move it.
That checks out.
That's a good rule.
But now I have to do this, and
Now
Dan
you're
wins.
stuck. Yeah.
Wait.
Ding.
Oh, I was gonna capstone that piece with the tile.
Nice. So, yeah, it's interesting. The first map, I'd say the defender seemed to be all right. And in this one, the defender, because Tim, you played back in this one as well, it seemed like it didn't work out. So,
Well,
It did not
I
work
will
out.
point out, I don't know, we'll have to go back to the footage. But I think that one move where Tim went here instead of teleporting was the undoing, because
I think so.
if he had gone here, he would have teleported here, and my guys were here and here. There was no way for me to stop him on the next turn of getting this guy down.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that was a critical error.
And I think...
And Dan, you're fired for pointing that out.
See you
Oh,
later.
no. Well, on the plus side, even though you're fired now, you do get to make the board because you won.
Oh, you said winner makes it? Cool. Okay, here's what I'm gonna
do.
Oh, a chaos board.
That map looks terrible. Should we even do that? I don't know what's happening.
Hey, you pick. You don't have to make it a square. You don't have to make it symmetrical.
Right.
But you do have to pick where the pieces start, and you do have to agree on how many to win.
Welcome to Dan's map disaster.
Oh, you know how to its name already. I like it.
Ooh, that might be official. So how many to win? That's the last thing to agree on.
Sorry, I was honestly just going off the mindset of however many houses there are is how many you need to win. So I was gonna keep it at 3,
Sure thing.
and just see how that plays.
Yeah. I think it's part of the fun of this is figuring out between the 12 players. I think 3 makes sense. So who wants to go first?
Tim goes first.
Yeah, that's fair. It's Dan's stupid map, so I'll go first.
Huh. Ding.
Is that the teleport sound? Ding.
Yes, that is the
Well-
official.
Dan's isn't as cool as mine, but it's good enough.
Well, in all fairness, I don't remember what yours was, so it wasn't super memorable.
It's more of a whoosh 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 thing.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yours
Mine have
is,
more of a
yours is like a
more of a
slow old
dormancy.
man teleporter to where mine's instant, right? Ding, and I'm already there.
What is it, a microwave?
Yeah.
yeah, Dan, your popcorn's done, Dan. Why don't you go get that?
So I just realized trees. The accidental position I have these trees are actually incredible because it means you can move backwards towards your own base again.
That's right.
I literally just realized that.
Well, I wouldn't say incredible, Dan. Just like,
You're right. That's
Um,
bad wording.
calm down.
And
a
you can
little
create
bit.
a little hole right here too. I'm just gonna do that because it's fun. I can move my piece backwards.
I can't wait to see Tim surround your pieces and send your guys into the lake.
Well, I didn't need that attitude from you.
Sorry, I've been supporting you too much, Dan. So
Right. You're right. You're right. Well, I'm gonna do this and put him dangerously
one step closer to
next
the
to
lake.
that lake. Yep. Hey, I spawned the lake. It's only fair that I should have to do something with it.
I don't know how you're gonna get forced into that lake, by the way. Not with that
One-
piece.
One step closer to the ledge, and he's about to lake.
And
Look
I'm
at
about
that.
to
See?
lake.
I'm still going, Dan. I
Yep,
got it. I
yep,
got
you
all.
and your lake puns. It's
I got
incredible.
all the lake puns.
Yep.
Were you quoting
you're-
Lake and Park?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're really starting to creak me out with all those puns. Okie dokie. I mean, this guy. He had fun in his corner. He might just come home now. And I'm about to lake. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. Nope,
Oh.
that's my own house. Just realized that because of this setup. Interesting. I can't move left. That's so interesting. Who made this map? They're a madman. They're an absolute madman. I mean, I'm just gonna move this piece back up. Interesting. Yeah, I will do that.
What is that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I didn't mean to put the thing there.
Hey, why don't you cap your piece that you just
Oh yeah,
dropped?
that's what I meant to do. I was so confused as to how that piece got there.
Instead of trying to seed the board, you know.
Oh, that's weird. I have 6 pieces now. That's such a weird game mechanic. Okay.
Well, it sounds like you need the deluxe version or just the add-on for the capstones because obviously you're having problems with the capstones.
Yeah, exactly. I need that simple, man. There's a lot I can do. I'm gonna do this.
Here's the question. Yeah, I guess that's what I do. I've got insurance either way.
I got insurance either way.
Ooh, very nice. Looks like 1-1 pretty soon. If y'all even score.
I don't know.
Oops.
I don't need your attitude, and I don't need Tim adjusting the positions of my portals. Oh, interesting. I was not expecting that. I gotta be honest.
Well,
set up.
is he gonna put the piece in now, or is he gonna play with his food?
Oh, I don't like where you just went with that. There it is.
First blood.
Tim, your phone is being angry, by the way.
It is.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
And bloop.
No problem. Man, and now it's closed.
It is closed. But
That guy left his portal just
No,
for fun
that's
for
not
one
right.
day.
no. I want to do this, I think. No. Yeah,
If you had moved this mountain guy, I just will say there was a way to get him in the lake. It's a lot of effort.
I don't like anything that you just said, and this guy's peacing out. See you later.
Pun intended.
So everyone, enjoy the latest stretch goal, the board game rundown map. It's obviously perfectly balanced. We have had no issues so far. Let's see, where are we going?
Might have to put you in the rule book as one of the default maps.
Oh,
There you go.
don't credit Dan with anything.
What was the name you came up with again?
Disaster.
Disaster. Okay, you can credit it. I forget that.
It's so funny. I don't know where I'm going here. I don't know this. He's gonna do this. Where's my thing? There it is. Ooh. I did a good.
Where'd you move?
He right here. The guy that's
Oh,
2 times as tall as everyone
You
else.
did do a good. That was good.
That was good. Stop
Wow.
it! Stop
Hold
it
on.
immediately.
I just gotta put this down, and then I'm gonna move this over here
So-
like a calm, sane person.
It's brings up something that we're going to be doing tomorrow with a live preview of how the pieces and the tiles play. We're hoping to record that tomorrow, but there is the possibility with these tiles, especially if you're on a more slippery surface, that when you're sliding, you might disturb the tiles. For the most part, they stay pretty well, though, especially if you're picking up and placing. One thing that we did think of, the mat should help hold things in place a bit, and something, if you have it, putting some transparent thing over the tiles might help as well,
Oh yeah.
like a glass pane, for example.
Yeah, I've got a friend that for D&D like lays like a plexiglass. It's not like really plexiglass, but it's like a clear piece of like hard piece of plastic over a map, and then they dry erase all over it, you know, and
Nice.
you could do something like that pretty easily.
So it's not necessary, but it might help if you have such a thing. But I would say we wanted the ability to make maps, so that's, I guess, a small sacrifice for having tons, nearly endless, I'm sure, variations of maps. But they are tiles, so I guess if you try sliding around and you're on like a glass table, that might be when you would notice that the pieces might not want to, or sorry, the tiles might not want to stay put. But the mat is also there to help with that. But in Tabletop Simulator, the way to get around it is to right-click and lock every single one of these. But
Right.
not great.
Yeah, for some reason those two don't like each other. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I need a little company. Interesting. Okay.
Man, this is a tense game.
Yeah. I'm having to math something right now and I don't like it. Oh, that guy can move next? Yeah, I mathed it wrong.
Oh no.
That's it. Tim has it.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get another close enough in time because he's blocking you off. Like this one right here.
Yeah, it didn't move
It's
the whole
fighting
game.
three people
It
off.
did a great job.
Well, and I almost moved it. I almost moved it once, and I didn't. And it was the smartest thing I've done this
Yeah,
whole week.
I thought I was gonna have one more turn before he could move because I was just gonna move here and beat you to the tree. But obviously, you make it to the tree right now.
Right.
And that's it. That's game because I'll go in here and get 2.
Whatever.
And that's 3 for you, right? Not 2.
Well, then I've got to move here, right? I've got to make a move to move my capstone. You've got to move.
Right.
Into the
I'll do
lake.
that. Yeah. Good luck.
And then I win disaster.
You know,
And
the map has
I
its
win
faults.
2 out of 3. I win 2 out of 3.
Nice.
Actually, Dan, I will say that was a pretty interesting map. I was going to say that before I won, but it's definitely the map got better as the game went on.
Well, it honestly, it's symmetrical, right? And that's all that matters, I think, is to get something that's symmetrical but interesting. Again, there were a couple things that came into play here that I love that accidentally came into play because I hadn't even thought of it before. Like using the trees in front of a main base to be able to go backwards that's a whole nother layer to the game. That's crazy.
Right.
I didn't even think about that until we were already playing, and I was like, oh my god, I can move backwards. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. I really did like that.
Nersha has just under 2 weeks left on Kickstarter right now. I know that. Is there anything we have forgotten to talk about or that you think is really important to talk about here?
Well, I mean, this is a tabletop simulator mod that's on the workshop. So anyone who's interested, we should also have a link for this if possible in the video, and we'll definitely
Yep.
have it on the Kickstarter. So if you want to try it out, it will be available for anyone to try out on Tabletop Simulator. But other than that, I think we covered everything about the game.
Okay.
There's just so many maps waiting to be found. Like, there's a ton of fun stuff. Like, portals and lakes are my favorites. But
Well,
I think.
Oh, go on, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I think there's so many things that we haven't even thought of that people are going to come up with. So.
For sure. Well, and I could see, I mean, honestly, like what just happened with us right now, where it's like we played a basic map, then we tried a different map, and then it's like, oh, you know what? Let's just throw something crazy together. And we've done that in under an hour with learning, and I could just see this being that kind of game where it's like, there's just two of us here right now, or somebody went to get food, like, let's just throw this thing together real quick and just see what happens. And that is, I always have room, like, in my collection for games like this, because you can really kind of teach it to anybody. Even like, I could probably teach this to my daughter and she's 9 without any trouble, and have her, I mean, I'm not saying she'd be like a master at it or whatever, but I think she'd have a lot of fun and moving the pieces around and feeling good, when you lock somebody in. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. This was better than I had even hoped for. I really like all of the possibilities and how you can puzzle together all these different maps.
So
Yeah, I appreciate it.
it looks like you're shooting for $39 to $59 for regular and deluxe.
Yes, that's right. And the deluxe comes with this 18 by 18 inch playmat with the art of the box. And we have, as well in the deluxe, the capstones that have kind of a callback to Runes of Zun with the ward symbol, just to let you have a different looking play piece. That would give you 25 total, so 24. And so you could, maybe more easily differentiate what has stacked. Although tabletop, they're kind of blending in. They're pretty noticeable on a physical board. But
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think about, even though we tried like a totally out there map at the end, right? I kind of wish I'd made this middle one a portal, but I mean, not a portal, a lake. Even though we kind of tried a crazy map and blah 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 at the end, we've only played with 5 pieces on each team. Like, there's so many more things you can do. Like, just imagine a crazy map with 8 pieces on each team, and all this kind of stuff is crazy. You guys are expecting a pretty fast turnaround here too, huh?
yeah, November. So we right now, with how our distributors are, I know some other companies have had some problems, especially big companies looking at shipping times. But for us, we feel fairly confident that November will be when we ship out all of the Kickstarter backers' content.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. And again, anyone listening, if you guys haven't seen, I mean, the turnaround on Runes of Zun was incredible. So I have quite a bit of faith in the turnaround for this game as well, because yeah, my mind was blown away when I got the message saying Runes of Zun had arrived. I was like, what? I feel like we ordered that last week. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, we do our best because, when you get something, we want you to be able to go, yes, I've been waiting for this, let's play. And not the, oh yeah, I guess it's been a year and a half, which some products, we don't want you to forget about us.
I've had Kickstarters that I've forgotten about, and then it's like you get a shipping notification and you're like, oh yeah, wait. I was supposed to get that. But I'm also not the person that is like a hawk and then complains with every little delay either. I just rather, it's almost like an unexpected present. Like when it arrives, it's like, oh yeah, awesome, great, it's here. But it is always better when you've got the fast turnaround. And people do appreciate that.
No, it's good to hear. I appreciate y'all pointing that out, because we're doing our best. We're still growing, but that's the one thing I think we push hard for, other than, of course, fun games. I'd say that's probably, in general, Gobico shoots for, fun first, and In general, we are, for most of our games, going for a balance that anyone can have fun and play our games is what we want. So
Well, I would
not too
say
try
so
hard,
far,
not too soft, somewhere in the middle where everyone can have fun.
yeah. Well, so far you're succeeding. So this is pretty fun. I can't wait to play it in real life with Dan's mom's deluxe edition.
That's right.
Yep. Thank you again so much for letting us play this game. We were very excited when you reached out to us, and we hope that people got to kind of get a feeling of the game from watching us play, because I think we did a pretty good job of showing off the basics of what they can see, and then obviously there's a whole nother realm of making your own maps and discovering the depth of the game that's not just the rule book, right?
Right. Right.
So yeah, from the board game rundown though, we were Dan and Tim, and that was Alex from Gobico Games. Thank you so much, Alex. Hopefully we talk again soon. We were glad to talk to you this fast after the Runes of Zun interview for another one. So we'll try to get it again soon, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for checking out the Board Game Rundown. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos on social media and spread the word. We publish new content weekly, including reviews, unboxing, and Let's Plays. And as always, thanks for watching.